Hello and welcome back to this series on Lucy poems by William Wordsworth. We have seen Lucy growing up like a wild deer, and we have seen her dying and being one with nature, like going back to nature. And we have also seen how that has affected our speaker. What is left for us to look at is how that memory of Lucy transforms into poetry as pain transforms into acceptance, and how Wordsworth reached this calmness of spirit as he traveled among unknown men. I traveled among unknown men. Wordsworth actually writes about a time in 1801, right after a trip to Germany. Although he published it in 1807, and this is the only poem in this series where we have the publication date so late, and it was published in his collection, 2 volumes. He writes about the different places he has been to, and he says, in lands beyond the sea. So not just traveling on land, he had also taken sea voyages. Nor England did I know till then what love I bore to thee. So not until he was away from England did he realize that he loved England. It means that when you lose something, when you're away from something, only then you realize its true worth. And then he shifts to the other kind of loss he had experienced in his life, the loss of Lucy. 'Tis past, that melancholy dream. He keeps on talking about those episodes as dreams because his experience of Lucy had been so pristine, so ideal, that it could not have been real. And in some way that is true because we really do not have any biographical evidence where we can have a real figure who matches exactly, completely with Lucy. So much of Lucy was imagined by Wordsworth. 'Tis past that melancholy dream, nor will I quit thy shore a second time. Somehow, when he comes back to England, he feels that it was a melancholy dream to be away from England, and he doesn't want to go into exile anymore. It's like exile for him, although nobody threw him out of England. But he felt that he was losing something very vital when he was going away from the shore of England. Why? Was he so patriotic? Or was it because England means something else to him? Among thy mountain did I feel the joy of my desire. Up till now, we are thinking that he's a very patriotic person. He loves the natural beauty of England, which coincides with his desire. And then he comes to the real object of his desire. And she, I cherished, turned her wheel beside an English fire. So although he is referring to maybe her act of turning a spinning wheel, the whole idea of a woman spinning on a wheel has such mythological overtones that this figure of this girl on a wheel beside a fireplace, this evokes a sense of universality. It's like England is beautiful, England is desirable, because England contains that mystical figure of Lucy forever spinning the wheel, no matter if she's alive or dead. So England is good. England is beautiful because England is the home of Lucy. Thy mornings showed, thy nights concealed. Like in the morning, the sun comes up and we can see everything. At night, things are concealed. So both in light and darkness, the bowers where Lucy played. So England is special because England contains those bushes, those bowers, those gardens where Lucy played about. And thine too is the last green field that Lucy's eye surveyed. Lucy is no more alive, but before she died, she had seen some green field as her last green field, and that becomes the universal last green field for the poet. And he says, England contains that field which Lucy saw for the last time in her life. And England is special because England was home to Lucy. So the place becomes the person, and it contains all the charm of the emotion that the poet had felt for the person. This poem, very much like the most other poems in the series, is elegiac in tone, but at the same time it has a very peaceful kind of comfort about it, as if the poet has found a way to reach out to Lucy even beyond her death, by being where she had been once, by experiencing that same nature which had molded her, and to get that same comfort from the mute, insensate things which had comforted Lucy. Taken in isolation, these poems do not mean a lot. Okay, like they appear to be fragmentary, they appear to be simplistic, but taken together, they enable us to have an idea about what kind of idealization Wordsworth had when it came to love. No wonder he had so many relationships with women all his life, because nobody could live up to this kind of high standard. We are all tainted, corrupt human beings. How could we ever be like Lucy? And I don't know if it is relevant or not, but I wanted to share this with you that Wordsworth was a very, very possessive person. Almost like this fourth poem, Nature's Possessiveness. He was so possessive that his daughter was allowed to get married when she was something around 36, 33. Too old compared to what happened those days. Her sister Dorothy, some critics think that a lot about Lucy is matching with Dorothy, but she also could not live up to the entire expectation. Although Dorothy had provided him with a lot of companionship, but I don't know, she ended up being so unstable at the end of her life. And Wordsworth's fixation on his daughter, Dora, was partly because he could not speak to Dorothy. She was not in the position to, and now he had to make somebody else be the Dorothy in his life. So yes, Wordsworth had this very, very high ideal of the perfect woman. And Lucy is not about the woman he loved. Lucy was about the woman he could never have. That's why what is consistently present in all these poems is lack of being with Lucy. He's describing Lucy. He's describing his journey towards her home. He's describing a lot of things about Lucy, except any moment actually spent with Lucy. So Lucy is about what Jacques Lacan would have said, the psychoanalyst, representative of that lack in his life. And according to Jacques Lacan, lack equals to desire. And no wonder Lucy was the ultimate desire of Wordsworth's life. Don't have to write all these things if you're just appearing for your UG exams. But I just thought that we can always have some additional perspectives if we are students of literature. I hope you have enjoyed this series. I have thoroughly loved making it for you. I hope to see you all very soon again. Till then, I know you have already subscribed, but if not, you might consider subscribing. This is Monami Mukherjee signing off. Bye-bye.